Hello friends, I am Prabhakar Sakre from SPM Polytechnic Kumte Solapur. So we'll move to our next point, steps in organization. In last lecture we have seen the types of organization, that is line organization, functional organization and line and staff organization. We have seen advantages, disadvantages and applications of each one. Now we'll move towards the what are the steps to be taken in organizations, what are the important steps and what are the different parameters in designing the organizations. So we'll see here today in detail. So steps in the process of organizing. The managerial function of organizing may be called as the process of organizing. When the objectives have been set and policies framed, the necessary infrastructure of organization has to build up and the concentration goes to the activities and functions. These forms the building blocks of organizational structure. There are no such rules as to which will lead to the best organization structure, but the following steps can be of great help in designing a suitable structure which will lead in achieving enterprise objective. So what are the important steps? We will see here one by one. First one, clear definition of objective. Our objective must be clearly defined. The first step in developing an organizational structure is to lay down its objective in very clear terms. This will help in determining the type, stability and basic characteristics of organization. In fact, organization activities are detailed in terms of objective to be achieved. This is the first step. Second, determining activities. What are the activities we have to perform? That must be determined clearly. In order to achieve the objective of the enterprise, certain activities are necessary and these activities will depend upon nature and size of the organization. Okay. For example, a manufacturing concern will have production, marketing and other activities. There is no production activity in retail establishment. Each major activity is divided into smaller parts. For instance, production activity may be further divided into purchasing of the material, plant layout, quality control, repairs, maintenance, production research, etc. So these are the activities can be clearly defined. Okay. This is the most important step in the organization. Okay. Depending upon the nature and size of organization or enterprise, these activities are defined. Next step is assigning duties. After deciding activities, that duties who will do that, and that duties must be assigned properly. The individual group of activities are then allotted to the different individuals according to their ability and aptitude. The responsibility of every individual should be defined clearly to avoid duplication and overlapping of the efforts. Each person is given a specific job suited to him and he is made responsible for its execution. Okay. Right man is put in the right job. This is the assigning the duties. So here the most important statement here is that each person is given a specific job suitable to him and he is made responsible for its execution. And right man is put in the right job means someone is have a production qualities, means manpower handling. Someone has a design qualities. Someone has a research qualities. So, according to the ability of the person, according to his aptitude, according to his knowledge, according to his skills, duties must be given to that respective persons. So, this is the most important steps in organization. Next one, delegating authority. Every individual is given the authority necessary to perform the assigned activity effectively. By authority, we mean power to take a decision. Authority means power to take a decision. Issue of instructions, guiding the subordinates, and supervise and control them. This is the very important statement here. Authority delegated to a person should commensurate with his responsibility. Means as authority comes to the person, also it come with the responsibility also. There must be some responsibility of after delegating that authority. An individual cannot perform his job without the necessary authority or power, and authority flows from top to the bottom and responsibility flows from bottom to the top. Okay. The supervisor has to report to his manager, while the worker has to report to his immediate supervisor. So, this is the flow of authority. Now, next step is coordinating activities. The activities and efforts of the different individuals are then synchronized. Such a coordination is necessary to ensure effective performance of specialized functions, and interrelationship between different job and individuals are clearly defined so that everybody knows from whom he has to take orders and to whom he is answerable. There must be a proper coordinate between these activities. Okay. And as we know that each organization has a different department have a different persons working in that department, different individual persons have a different activities, and that activities must be coordinated or correlated, and these should be towards the achievement of the goal of the organization or objective of the organization. So, coordination of the activities very important point here. Next, providing physical facilities and right environment. The success of an organization depends upon the provision of proper physical facilities and right environment. So, these physical facilities and environment will ultimately boost the performance of each individual. As the performance boosted, obviously the quality of work or output of the employee is increased, and he will give a more output or more better quality work, and ultimately it leads to the success of organization, any organization. It may be a service industry, or it may be a manufacturing industry, or it may be any other industry. Physical facilities and right environment is very much necessary for success of any industry. Whereas it is important to have a right person on the right job, it is equally important to have a right working environment. This is necessary for the smooth running and the prosperity of the enterprise. And we will move to the last step of the organization, establishment of structural relationship for overall control. Overall control is necessary. It is very essential to establish a well defined, clear cut structural relationship among individuals and groups. This will ensure overall control over the working of all departments and their coordinated direction towards the achievements of predetermined goals of business. So, these are the steps I have explained here. So, from these 7 steps we will move towards the conclusion of our today's lecture. It is thus clear from the foregoing analysis that organization provides a structural framework of duties and responsibilities. It not only establishes authority and relationship but also provides a system of communication. The various processes of organization explained above are technically performed through and departmentation and delegation of authority and fixation of responsibilities and decentralization of authority subject to the central control through centralization of decision making. So, this is all about the analysis and overall what the steps, concluding steps of the organization, what organization steps will provide. So, I think I have explained what are the steps, important steps necessary while structuring the organization. So, thank you friends, thank you, bye bye.
Okay.